I'm in a country that everyone warned me about. This time, not because it's dangerous. It's actually one of the safest countries in the world. It's just considered boring. Welcome to Kuwait. I think the best thing here is just wander around aimlessly. Just pretty much everywhere there's just more and more of these huge skyscrapers. It's all quite impressive. Like for example this one. Especially when you compare to some of the recommendations what you normally get, what to do in here. Pretty much every list of top 5 things to do in Kuwait City, they are telling that I should be visiting a mall. A fucking mall. If you have mall in your top 5 list, it tells you that there's not so much to see. A fucking mall. Instead, wow, look at these buildings. It's November and it's still super hot, way over 30 degrees. In the summer, it's way over 50 degrees. And Kuwait City is known to be the hottest city in the world. And at the same time, it's also super humid. So it's kind of a nightmare to come here during the summer. Main square or something. There's a fountain in here. I guess in the summer I would be coming here, swimming in this refreshing water. Now it's the middle of the day at noon. There's no one around. And I understand why. Where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Alright, cool. I went to Bangladesh earlier this year.
I mean, one selfie with you.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You travel here or you live here?
I live here.
Okay.
My job job.
Alright, okay. For the oil industry?
No, not the oil industry. It's a super shop.
Okay. So it's boring?
No worrying.
Not boring. Okay. Hey, nice to meet you. See you around. Bye bye. So a lot of people from Bangladesh, from India, from different countries working in here, doing the jobs that the Kuwaitis are not doing. If Kuwaitis are working, they are normally in high positions like managers or something like that. It's oldest market, I believe it's the oldest here in Kuwait. At least the most famous one. Some of these stores, they sell some luxury brands, like I think these are perfumes or something. And there's some clothes. But then also you have like normal souvenir stores, and there's places to have a tea or eat something for even decent prices. It's a big contrast when you look around and then you see these expensive fragrance stores right next to those places. There's some kind of a fish market area also. A lot of different small fishes catch from the sea. Nice to meet you. You're from here, from Kuwait?
Yes.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
I'm full. Thank you. Would have been offered some food by him. It seems there's also super friendly people here in Kuwait, and they like to hold hands. It seems also he was immediately holding hands with me, like I would have been his girlfriend or something. I'm thinking about buying a magnet, because if you've been following my channel for a long time, you know that I buy always one magnet from every country I visit. My fridge is full of those. Let's go with this one. Where are you from?
Syria.
Syria. Got my magnet, and now I'm happy. This tower here is called Al-Hamra Tower, and it's the tallest tower in Kuwait. If Kuwait at some point would want to earn money also from tourism, maybe one or two of these huge skyscrapers could be opened for tourism. So many skyscrapers and so little places where you can see the views of the city. Sign, advertisement. Looks like a cold pint. Phew. I really miss beers in here. But it's a dry country. You can't have a beer in here. And that's why at nights it's quite dead in here. At least it's one of the reasons, I guess. These here are the most iconic landmark in the capital, Kuwait City. They are named Kuwait Towers. Not the most creative name for the towers, and actually not the most creative name for the city. This one here on left, it's a water tower, and the one there on the right, it has a viewing platform. But the towers are not that high if you compare to pretty much any of the high buildings there in the city, the skyscrapers. And the entrance fee to the tower is out of my budget, so I'll skip that. And I hope I'll find any place in the city where I can see some views for at least for a cheaper price, preferably for free. When you have a lot of money and don't really have any idea where to spend it, why not to build one of the longest bridges in the world, which doesn't lead to anywhere. On the other side of that bridge, it's just desert. I think there's a couple of better places where you could put your money, but that just tells something about how much money there is in this country, how rich it is. And all of that is because of one thing: oil. Couple of small restaurants here on the next to the beach. The beach is quite rocky at this part, so I've seen a couple of nicer beaches in my life, but it's still a nice area, one of the nicer ones. Ah, crabs. Okay. Have you found many? Have you found many? You have a lot of them. Okay. Where are you from? Bangladesh. Nice to meet you.
From here.
From here?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from Nepal.
Nepal. I went there this year, earlier.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nepal is very beautiful country.
It's beautiful,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too. Well, apparently this is a private beach area and it's not possible to walk in here. I was told off by a worker, not a worker from Kuwait, but a worker from Nepal. Well, I got to see the beach, and luckily I'm not one of the paying customers, because it's definitely not the nicest beach I've seen. Well, this is impressive. A lot of boats, yachts in here, in this I think it could be artificial bay, and there's some high buildings behind it, like looks like some kind of a palace. I'm starting to get quite hungry. Can I eat you? Here's one cool place that locals were recommending me. It's an abandoned hospital. Let's get in before someone sees us. Wow. Kuwait just turned a little bit less boring. Those signs that the building is under surveillance, so don't wanna get caught. But look at it. It's just a huge contrast, because there is that huge skyscraper, and here a rundown hospital full of some graffitis. Wow. This maybe was a main entrance or something, with all of these arcs. You can see there in the background so many skyscrapers. This must have been quite a magnificent building when it was still in use. And you know what? We succeeded in finding a building with a view. Maybe you can't enter any of these skyscrapers, but you can enter this one. Not legally though. And it's better maybe for me to hide a bit. But look at these views. There's quite a few graffitis in here. Some of them representing landmarks of Kuwait. Like here you can see Kuwait towers, which are actually much more lame than this building. Maybe I should not go there in the middle. The floor, it looks like it's about to collapse. Don't tell anyone that I recommended you this place, but I think this should be on top of every list of the best things to do in Kuwait, because this is by far the coolest place in here. The park called Al Shahed or something like that was recommended for me to come to here for the sunset. Don't really know why. There doesn't seem to be any viewpoints. Maybe I should have just stayed at the abandoned hospital and look the views from there. But it's a nice park anyways. Super well taken care of. I guess that if I would be a local, I could be coming here to hang out, because there's not much else to do. At this part of the park, there's a miniature version of the biggest attractions of Kuwait. Here's the Liberation Tower, which is the most likely TV tower where we can't enter. Then there is the Kuwait Towers, and then there is a water tower, which is colorful, and that's why it's also considered an attraction. And then a couple of other whatever these are. And if some of you are wondering that why I'm only showing the capital, Kuwait City, and not the whole country, there's not much to show in a whole country. It's a small country, and other than the capital, it's mainly just desert and oil fields. A hell of a lot of oil fields. It feels a bit like Benidorm without British tourists or alcohol, but it has at least as many skyscrapers, and it's boring. So there's two similarities. Kuwaiti dinar is the most powerful currency in the world. One Kuwaiti dinar is around $3, and tell something about the currency when there's like a half a dinar notes and 1/4 of a dinar notes. I've never seen in any other currency something like this. Shawarma?
Have a small size, have big size.
How much is a big size?
Big size 1 dinar, small meat 600 fils.
One of the most typical foods in here, shawarma, like in many countries in the area. And it's also quite affordable. Perfect. Good.
Good.
Awesome.
How are you?
This one. Very good. How are you?
What's your name?
My name is Miro. What's your name?
Gary.
Kerim.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Kerim.
Thank you.
It's great. As always. Thank you. And it seems all the chefs and waiters are from Syria. So again, there's not really people from Kuwait working in restaurants in here. Shukran. There you go. It might tell us something how boring the city is if I end up in a museum, which I normally would almost never do. 1938 was the discovery of oil. So everything you see here in modern Kuwait, all the skyscrapers, pretty much everything is after that year. So in under 100 years, all of this development has happened. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. One day in here, and I ran out of interesting things to do a long time ago. I'd probably kill myself if I needed to be here any longer. Would I recommend you to travel here? Yeah, if I hated you. At the same time, Kuwait doesn't need to be interesting. Take a toil. Thanks for joining and see you next time, but not in Kuwait.